Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet the president of the DFW chapter of the Institute of Management Consultants, his journey, and a big awards event coming up soon. That's next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show. So as the CEO of a boutique PR firm and television network, I'm always wondering how you get to the next level. And sometimes I don't have the idea and strategies to get to the next level because I'm in my own silo. That's when you reach out to the experts. And one expert who knows something about that is Jim Tallarico. He's the president of the DFW chapter of the Institute of Management Consultants. Jim, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So how does a CEO know when they need to bring in an outside consultant?
Great question. So consultants, by definition, solve problems that others can't solve. So if you have a problem and you can't solve it, you want to bring in a specialist. And there's an interesting expert who talks about the benefits of consulting, and he draws on past history of Harvard and Yale playing together in football. Well, people at Harvard thought they were too good to have a coach, but Yale did have a coach. And after 27 years of Yale beating Harvard, Harvard decided to get a coach. So what consultants can basically do is help you stretch beyond that plateau.
And you have knowledge in a wide variety of industries. So let's talk a little bit about the Institute of Management Consultants, the global organization. What is it?
Yeah, so I'm the president of the Institute of Management Consultants Dallas-Fort Worth chapter. And our national organization essentially sets the standard for competence, ethics, and professionalism. We're the only organization that offers certification for both individual consultants and consulting firms that's consistent with the ICMCI standard, which is essentially a confederation of consulting associations worldwide. There's over 64,000 members. And we're also an ethics-based organization. So I think those are our two distinguishing characteristics.
And one of the things I love about Dallas-Fort Worth is this is a big coaching town. This is a town where if you say, I have a business coach, they don't look at you like you have a third eye. Talk about how vibrant the DFW chapter is.
So very much so. In our chapter, although it started in Dallas, it covers all of Texas and the surrounding states. So we have a huge area, and we meet virtually and talk about several things. So we offer continuing education and development, networking, mentoring. We help people get certified, companies and people get certified. And we really help consultants maintain their competitive edge in the marketplace.
Okay, let's get the website up while we're thinking about it.
Sure. So we're all over the internet. imcdfw.org is our website, but you can also find us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Yahoo, and YouTube.
Okay, you also have a big event coming up, and I want you to talk about it.
Yeah, so we're recognizing perhaps the greatest living consultant in the world, Dr. Ram Charan. And we're recognizing him for his accomplishments in consulting. He's consulted with the top CEOs in the world. He's the author of over 30 books. He's a speaker and he's an educator. And interestingly, our award is the Richard Tozer Innovation and Leadership Award. It's named after Richard Tozer, who started our chapter, and interestingly, was the college roommate of Ram Charan at Harvard Business School.
Wow, it's going to be a special evening. What can they expect?
Well, a lot. So first, we're going to have our award ceremony. We're going to award Dr. Ram Charan, and then we're going to have an interactive interview that Jeff is going to host, or moderate, I should say. That's going to be followed by hors d'oeuvres, dinner, and then we're going to transition into the Texas Consilium Business Excellence Awards. Texas Consilium recognizes business excellence each year in the state of Texas. And so it'll be a huge event. We expect to have 100, 200 people there. There'll be great networking opportunities. So we encourage everyone to come. And we have a special offer today that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, please.
So if people go to the Texas Consilium website, www.texasconsilium, CONSILIUM.org, and go to awards, you can sign up for our event. If you use the code IMC-DFW, you'll get a $70 discount. And so you'll have all that stuff. And usually when you see Dr. Shahram speak, it's hundreds of dollars. So our total ticket price for the two events is only going to be $125.
Outstanding. That's amazing. And we have about a minute left. So final thoughts. What would you like to leave people with?
I would like to encourage people to see Dr. Shahram. He's a living legend. He's the guy who told Jack Welch that if he wanted to compete, that what he needed to do was pick the most profitable niche in those industries that he wants to compete in. So he's a legend. He speaks about all different topics, leadership. He's, like I said, he's written 33 different books. And so he's somebody that you don't want to miss. And this is going to be a great opportunity to see him.
Wow, that's very impressive. We're going to end with a couple of websites, the imcdfw.org website, and then finally txconsilium.org.
Correct.
Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Yes, thanks for having me, Jeff.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.